Hey, my people was going on this made TV. Let's talk. Hope all is well. Salute to the soldiers. Definitely recognize the ancestors. And it's time to make moves. I told you my hashtag, turn words into action, 2021. I have something I want to talk about, right? And it's been on mental for a bit, right? And I just as I'm dropping my videos, I'm doing my thing, right? Something crossed my mind, right? Because this is a number of things I've been working on. Some I've been dropping, editing issues, and some I felt like I wasn't coming off the way I wanted to come on. Let me say this, and this is the topic, right? Why do black people it's quick to leave a white person over a black person? Let's just think about that, because I'm guilty of it too. When I was going through the legal system, they were saying, oh, you gotta get a white lawyer. We've been saying that for long. To beat the whites, you gotta get a white lawyer. There's a whole bunch of other myths, right? I could disprove that you had lawyers when they're all white jurors, or mostly white, in one case is black lawyers, right? But it's the brainwashing, you know. It's the belief that a black person can't get it done. And history is showing otherwise. And I just want to talk about that, right? Because whether it's dealing with a religion, whether it's dealing with anything, right? And I'm not saying that everything white people say is lie, but a large percentage of it be lies. And just because of the fact that we don't get the complete truth, we get the partial truth, right? Like, we have to keep in mind, history rewrote, not just for people, but for the world. Everything is named by Europeans. When I say European, I'm talking about all Britain, Spain, Germany, what have you, Europe, all these white countries over, right? They conquered a lot, and the influence run deep. And we know real how deep the colonization thing is. It's really, really deep. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about with China. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking with Japan, North, South America. I'm talking about Caribbean. Always knew that white was right, black was wrong. Everything that was black was negative. Black cat, black Friday. Everything is just Black Christmas. And I say Black Friday, that's dealing with shopping and whatnot. But why have to be black? You know what I'm saying? Just like this show throughout the years, and watch the Tarzan movies and what have you, the old ones and everything. And movies, period. They always show black people as savages in the jungle. Nothing told us the truth about how to contribute to Western civilization, Europe and what have you, but we tend to hold on things so close and tight. We tend to echo things. We don't really understand the effects of things, right? That's like the NIGGR, word that we talk about among each other, and sometimes we call them and everybody else the word, right? But we don't understand the psychological effect that this came off the plantation. We was scorned with that word. We was demonized. We were treated inhumane being called that word. But guess what? We're still doing it. We're still using it. But I'm just showing you the psychological part that, and I'm speaking about those who really don't know no better. Those who are lost or naive. And I don't like to call everybody lost and naive, because there are people that are fully aware but still can't break that Western way of thinking. And that goes for a lot of people. Even me, some things come on me after this fight, But It just amazes me that we're in a period of time whereas there's things that's being said and did that we don't even realize we're saying it, right? Or doing it, like, you know. And I just had to get off my mental. I just was like, damn, you know, we do feel like they're right about everything, right? And then when you look at all the scholarly work, all the stuff they write about, they're the first to write about this, the first to write about that, right? They find them touches on the Holy Bible, you know, King James Version. You feel me? You hear about their playwrights, Shakespeare. You hear about their legal system. You hear about everything, right? And nothing ever associated with black people. Some people are like, oh man, you know, you gotta get low, way low, you'll get somebody that's only loving and what have you. And I'm like, black people know as much or more. We've been indoctrinated in a way that it's gonna take us a minute, you know, to overcome. You know, there was a question that was said that, or asked, no, it wasn't a question, a comment like about the unification thing. We are divided, but I feel like there's unification here and there, right? I'm just looking at that. I'm looking at stuff and hearing stuff, right? I think there are division, but we do unify behind certain things. Unfortunately, don't be about the right thing, right? I think a lot of us understand we're in the white world, and we got definitely, like I drive with that truck between the two white lines. We got to stay between the two white lines. I don't care what my dude say. I ain't scared of this, I ain't scared of that, but you're not stupid. I'm not scared neither, but I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to walk into a trap, right? And it's like, I believe a lot of time the reason why people not come together because the top ain't right. The top was right, and it wasn't only back and forth. They could really put together a committee and have a chairman, co-chairman, secretary, sergeant Holmes, you know, lieutenant, I mean whatever, you know what I'm saying? Somebody dealing with commerce, just like the government is set up, right? You know, just something basic, right? To give the people. I feel like, see a lot of this we be doing, trying to preach, that's cool, I'm doing it now. But I took the hashtag turn words into action 2021. I'm trying to help start businesses. I don't want no money. I got money, I work for mine, bro. You feel me? I'm trying to help them get their credit together. I'm trying to focus on skills that a person possesses. I'm trying to figure out how to hustle. You can't wage no war if you don't have no money. You can't wage no war if you don't have a real strategy. Because I don't care who it is. If you're talking about making move and advancing in the territory, you gotta know what you're doing. Now I ain't talking about this. I'm talking about this. Because you know, war is not this. It's about strategy, logistics, understanding your enemy. You know, we as black people, we all boxed in. We go certain places in the country, we'll be lost. We'll be prohibited to even go that way. It was certain areas, I mean, they got bunkers and everything, bro. They got ammunition like galore. But nobody ain't scared, we just know what is hidden for. I'm gonna drop some Jews, right? The only reason why white people vote for Republicans, they know Republicans is not for the people. They're for big business, banks or whatever. They vote for Republicans because blacks vote for Democrats. That's the only reason why. It's some racist shit. Let's see, the people up top, they don't care about no they don't care about no color. They care about that green. But they push the narrative. They play the game. And after all, they all white. When I go, a European man, everything and everybody. And while we talk to them, you talking to them, they hear their language, they be talking their foreign language. That ain't what the name of their country is, and blah, blah, blah. from the Africa, you know what I'm saying? And the crazy part about it, you have to have black people to come out and dispute the fact. Because they wasn't gonna never take the truth. They're gonna leave you blind, deaf, and dumb. So it does bother me because you can get into a real conversation with somebody and they go to spewing some bullshit, you know, and not really understanding that the picture is so damn big. So I had to get off my mental, right? Because I mean, I won't even lie. There's a lot of things that I said I would take back. A lot of things I did I wouldn't have done. But you know, it is what it is. But now that I know, you know, and then I'm looking at things, you know. Like not to talk about United States government versus the Black Panther movement, right? It wasn't just the Black Panthers, the Black Liberation, Malcolm X, and Elijah. Everybody just got upset and really just want to just get into it with the government. It was stuff they was doing after slavery. Still could perpetuate that same ideology of white domination. They are our master. They are our master. We their slaves. And they showed us that how they had us working back on plantations. How we was playing the IOU game. We had to borrow their supplies to go work in the fields, but they don't want to pay us. We gotta pay them back with the labor. And there was all kinds of insurrections and blacks and whites getting into it, ultimately blacks getting killed. You know, we had to deal with the idea that they could lynch blacks how they want. Yeah, we had great movements in Marcus Garvey, but look what they did, Marcus Garvey. They took him down through tax evasion, and he still couldn't get everybody on code. Him and W. Du Bois was at it with each other. Booker T. Washington, W. Du Bois was at it with each other. And when you had the Red Summer, when they was having all these different killings and stuff for these black cities and towns and neighborhoods, that was real. Coming all the way, culminated to dealing with the Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street, and then going into the 60s, people look back and seen all that and they got upset. And that's how that came about. But today, because even the 60s, King and Malcolm really didn't see eye to eye. And they both had critiqued each other, especially Malcolm MLK. And you look at it now. I mean, look at Jesse Jackson and Farrakhan. Same way. You know, they couldn't see eye to eye. And you come to fast forward now. It's the same old thing. People can't see eye to eye. You know, so say what we want. I think if we help black people make money, we help black people see what's going on, how important it is to actually learn how to handle money and parts of credit, how to use credit, how to actually unify behind ideas such as hospitals. We don't have that. We don't have nobody that can do local research. We got to get it from white, right? Other businesses, banks, schools, right? And that's the thing, that's just something that off my head, but there's so much we could do. But you know why we can't do it? Because we don't know how to get out of our own way. What you mean, Major? Defeat is a state of mind. If you accept defeat, you're going to accept the present situation. But if you see only the light, you only see that the only real promise for you is to be successful, to help your people, to lead in whatever you're gonna lead in and do, that's when you are really turning words into action. Because you can talk all you want. They got people suffering. See, like me, I didn't have to even get in the movement, right? I could just lay back. I mean, I'm living all right, y'all. I don't want to brag, but guess what? I've been through the same thing a lot of y'all been through. I've been through hell and back, so my testimony is super strong. I didn't have the chance like a lot of people. So I was step, I got caught up. It's like once the exit follow you, you feel me? And you have to really start thinking, right? But at the same time, it made me into a man, because you know why? I ain't have nobody sit me down and show me nothing. I had to find out the hard way. That's why everything I own today, everything I have, success I'm having, because I went through the trials and tribulation. But I'll never forget what somebody told me. He said the biggest problem is, and it was a friend of mine, he said, we don't know how to get our own way. We let fear, self-doubt, naysayers and all that get in our head. Because see, as long as I've been around when I was bugging and when I got myself together, always just dropping jewels, always helping. Like I said, I don't want to talk about me. It's a time for me, right? Because I don't want to brag. Like, my story is no different than most black people in the United States. You know, I'm being real. Some people got much, much better stories. And when I say, I can sound use the word better, but their story go deep. And some people got this testimony that just will touch you, you know. So for me, I'm like, I'm just tripping it because for a long time, I was trying to find an angle to get in it, right? Really an angle, you know. And it's all about timing, y'all. You just go up and do things. You gotta think about it, you gotta plan it, you gotta think about it inside, outside in. You have a lot of young guys in the hood selling drugs to their people, right? They hurt their people. And they're doing some things out here, right? I'm in New Orleans right now, by the way. I'm at the truck stop, right? I'm from my home. I mean, well, I'm from here. But I'm from the St. Bernard Desire Housing Project. We just zip it right there, you heard? So they ain't too fuck each other, you know? Let me get a long story short, right? Y'all here selling drugs, doing all kind of crazy stuff out here, right? As soon as they get caught, they don't have the lawyer money. They don't even have a strategy, right? They're taking their money, they're blowing it. They're buying the Gucci's, the Louis. They're getting the foreigners. They're buying all the nice things, right? Showing out. And a lot of them just be having a cash flow. They don't really even be having no real weight, not really doing anything, you know what I'm saying? And they don't have a strategy. So that means that all the money you work for, you gotta give it right back to the man, right? You gotta pay for your bond. You gotta pay for your lawyer. You feel me? It messes everything up. And that's just a simple example of when you don't have a strategy, just out here hustling. And I understand some people do what they're gonna do regardless. You know what I'm saying? I was one of the people when I was younger and what have you. So though it's not cool doing that to your people, I understand the mindset. Because a lot of them know no better than law, and they're doing what they're doing. But you have to have time entering this. And I felt like my time was getting it. I was trying to get my stuff together. Like, I feel like you can't really tell a true story without a good ending. You know, I don't think you just can tell a story and it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to be all spidey, right? You just talk about the beginning, you know. You show the drama and you show the different levels of your growth, and then you show a decent happy ending. And happy might be an exaggeration, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, you know. So for me, I felt like I think a lot of black people, they're trying to figure it out. They're really trying to figure it out. You know, we know they had black people that went guns and blazing when they were sick and tired of what was going on. We know what happened. We know what happened to them. So for me, it's like, I gotta work out, man. I'm talking. I gotta work out and shower. But make a long story short, to me it's like, you gotta control your emotions. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm an emotional dude. So for me to be, I'm mostly objective. Don't get it twisted. But sometimes when I'm passionate, that's when I get caught up, right? And y'all see me had a moment where my button got pushed, and that was on me. And it's a few times I was a little pissed off, right? Just because I know I was hard on taking criticism. I was hard on people telling me about me, right? Or let me know what's up. But guess what? It turned me into a bad man because I corrected a lot of my flaws. You know, I still gotta do right now. You know, and one thing about my daddy, he wasn't good with words. He the first man I know was giving me all kind of conscience books. You feel me? Bring me to the nation. She was doing little things, showing me stuff, but he wasn't good with words at all. He wasn't a perfect man. He was a hard-working man. He never knew nothing about crime and all that crazy stuff. He was a hard-working man. And I appreciate that, right? So, I really think that when we look at the situation of our mindset, right? And how we approach each other when we sit out our mouth, and how we argue this and argue that and justify the fact that, oh man, it's a white man world, and no, man, no, they got black people who get the job done. Of course, you got to do your research. They got black people are getting the job done. You know, we have to not only just buy black, we have to support our people regardless, even if we're not buying anything, right? I told a story, the hashtag, right? Do a good deed to another black person. Just do it. I've been doing that for years. Like, I've been doing it. I want to brag. This is what I do. People do it for me sometimes. I had a white person do it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shocked the hell out of me, right? Bought all my stuff, and I was like, damn. I said, okay. I said, he must be feeling a certain kind of way, how he messed over since we've been in the United States. I took it and I left. I threw deuces and I was gone, right? And I know there's not. Every white person is not bad, right? A lot of them are victims like we are victims. They don't know no better. They've been taught a certain kind of way. They're under peer pressure. A lot of them voting for the Trumps and the Republicans just because white people vote for them because they don't want to vote for Democrats. Black people vote for Democrats. You know, so hey y'all, hope I got my perm out. I know I was bouncing around and what have you. But I'm out here, keeping the workout in. I'm walking, probably like 45 minutes an hour. Some body squats, some pushing at that wheel, and stretching. That's gonna be a push out. It's gonna be the day. I had to drive. I got a few more things I want to drive. I got a lot to get over on my chest, on my reset, my office and stuff like that. So I'm gonna work on some stuff I want to show y'all. We're gonna have a talk. We're gonna see what we're gonna do. I got an organization I'm putting together. I'm gonna throw a name. I'm gonna have him did my legal, the legal side of it. That's because I'm dragging, right? Because I want to get some kind of momentum. You know, I just don't want to be me and a couple. I want some people behind me, and I want to put together some kind of board. And I'm not talking about just us. I'm talking about each city. I would like for us to come together. If we got ideas, let's raise money. I'll be the first to donate my money. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hit Umar. I'm hitting Grand Master J. And I want to start helping people, and I'll be the first to donate. You know, but the goal is to help one per black person get started, want to understand what they want to do, and seeing if they know the legal side of it, as well as the business side and whatnot. And then let's go to the next person. That's saying with credit too. I can teach you credit and what have you. Like I said, I don't want nobody money. I'm good. By the grace of the Most High, you know, I'm good. My ancestors, look, I pray to my ancestors a lot, right? And And when I go to the Most High through the ancestors, I make sure that not only am I humble, but I recognize what He's done in spite of all we've been through. What He's still done for us. A lot of us don't really see it because we get caught up into the drama, the smoke screen and all that. But that thing I want to do. I said, we can discuss a lot of things, stuff y'all want to ask me about how I feel about certain stuff. I don't comment on a lot of things because I don't want to become newsy, right? Because I found myself just throwing stuff out there. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? What's going on? What's going on around the world? What's affecting, black people? But I definitely need to try to focus on each one teach one. That's my motto, you know what I'm saying? If I just touch one person, I just save a whole generation to that person, right? If I touch a group, that's beautiful. But I said, I'm not a leader. I'm not going to try to be a leader. I just want to help black people, you know what I'm saying? And I don't mind following anyone as long as they got a just and righteous call for black people. So I got to go work out. It's getting kind of late, so I got to get in that bed. But thank y'all so much for the support, the love. Even those who critiquing me and saying how I should have said this and how I should have said that. And everything I speak about, I back it with proof. I'm not about debating nobody, which I don't have no problem, but I feel like we need the Jews on y'all, because I be trying to hold shit in. But see, we need to learn from Japan, right? And y'all just spread this message. Japan was hit not by one, but 2 nuclear bombs, killed thousands and thousands of Japanese. They know they would never come back as a superior army. The United States won't let them, other imperial power, allow them to come back like that. But guess what they wage war? They wage war through technology. They competing and was smashing stuff like crazy until who was catching up, other countries were catching up. That's the way they wage war. War is not just waged to pick the gun. That's a start, right? But that's not the end game. Like I told y'all, it's bigger than you, I, all of us. It's called white supremacy, right? What kind of war is? Spiritual war, mental war, physical war, emotional war, financial war, global war, black power. So that's all I'm gonna say. I'm trying to keep the videos coming, trying to keep content. There's a lot I want to talk about. It's a very interesting topic. I had to the video. I keep saying that. I love the video. I just didn't edit it. And I just feel like I'm coming in myself, right? Because when I first started doing this, I just was about helping people with having. When you be on YouTube, they take about the analytics and whatever. And I seen everybody want to hear about what's going on with Infect, right? Well, for me, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted this to be for black people. I know Infect definitely for black people, but I ain't gonna keep talking about it. I'm not trying to ride nobody's coattail, right? Their successes for all of us. That's why I support it. But at the same time, I also want to have original content. I also want it to be different. That's what I'm about to be. I don't care about the views. I don't care about subscribers and whatnot. I care about black people, And if you want to learn something from me, I'm willing to share. If you could teach me something, just look, I steal information. I don't care what color you are, black, white, yellow, what have you. If you dropping jewels, I'm shutting up. Because you know why? That's how you learn. I'm going to tell y'all what y'all Bible says. I'm going to tell you what their Bible says. We say their Bible. Y'all believe in truth from y'all. Be quick to listen, slow to speak. Right? Be quick to listen, slow to speak. Because you don't know what a person might be saying. They can save your life. They can put food on your table. They can teach you something you never knew. So, that's what it is, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, again, thank you for everything. Y'all very encouraging. And y'all very, a lot of y'all very knowledgeable. Y'all, some of y'all know some things. Let's say all y'all. Some of y'all know some things. I be checking out what y'all be saying and right and what have you, But there still needs some teaching, learning, some growth. But we have to start doing things. I'm telling y'all really got me twisted by 2 hashtags. One dude said, I help people all the time. I'm talking about to just do something just randomly. I mean, just do it. Hashtag do another deed. A good deed for black person. Hashtag turn words into action 2021. If y'all with me, man, do that. Let me know. So, I'll be running my mouth 31 minutes. I ain't gonna be that long. Much love. Y'all know what I always say. Stay on cold. Stay focused. Stay on cold. Just be black. Deuces. Black power.